Hey everybody, I hope you're doing good. I am a Fefe with Touch by Tarot. Gonna jump on here real quick this morning for a little one of my little tarot tidbits or political tidbits, right? I may be a little late to this. I just got the news that I'm reading a New York Times article here that we have another contender in the GOP 2024 presidential race by the name of Vivek Ramaswamy. Mr. Ramaswamy, I'm just going to call him Vivek. Well, I'm going to get familiar. He's a multimillionaire entrepreneur and an author of Woke Inc. Didn't know about this. Did you all? 37 years old, again, multimillionaire, made his money in the biotech industry. He went on Tucker Carlson's Fox channel, don't they all, and did his video or announced his video. I watched his video, announcing his platform. Really interesting, you all. There's a part that if you're a rational thinking human being, you want to kind of just give this guy the middle finger and tell him where he can shove it and where he can go with it, right? But on the other hand, I think the fact that he's done his homework, he's done he's been to Iowa, he's been traveling, he did his backstory in order to prepare himself to launch his campaign. So there's something to this guy. Certainly won't win the nomination. I don't think anybody's thinking that for one moment. But his platform, the fact that he's being given a national stage, they're going to utilize this guy in some form or fashion, right? This ain't the last we're hearing from him. This is the start. Check it out. This is what's interesting and very troubling. Pay attention to this guy. And so, offensive, counteroffensive, right? What are we going to do, Joe Biden, who has yet to announce? Still don't really understand what that is all about. Maybe you all can help me a little bit. I keep my eyes peeled. They say behind the scenes, the Dems are trying to figure out what is Plan B, but the assumption is we're not going to need Plan B. He's going to run. Biden's going to run. So let's get those motors running, right? Because the idea that his platform and the Dems coming out with a more stated forward moving agenda for 2024 is going to be crucial, especially when you've got people like this, 37 years old, getting an audience, gaining a foothold, gaining some traction here on a national stage based on, get ready for what I'm about to tell you. I'm reading from a story that Maggie Astor wrote in the New York Times announcing this guy Ramaswamy's campaign, and it says that the base his focus that he's going to focus his campaign. I'm quoting on the notion that conservatives are being culturally victimized by a social and political focus on the effects of racism and other forms of bigotry. In the streets, we call this the Monty, the full Monty, where they take the cards and you put your money on the table based on where you saw an ace of swords, and then the guy switches them around. You're never gonna win. This is a bait and switch. The idea that conservatives are being culturally victimized. So let's switch that around. And those who have genuinely suffered, bigotry, he's very outspoken on the issue of transgender issues and what he calls, what does he call it? Well, let me use this quote. He says in his tape, you should watch it. It's 3.5 minutes long. It's unbelievable. He says, we're in the middle of a national identity crisis. Faith, patriotism, and hard work have disappeared, only to be replaced by new secular religions. Oh, he knows how to ping them, doesn't he? Like Covidism, hundreds of thousands of lives lost, and this guy's reducing it to a trendy topic. Covidism, climatism, and gender ideology. My transgendered brothers and sisters, my folks who are looking out for gay rights, and continue, like, this guy's coming out, not even trying to do it like backdoor. He's just coming straight out with it and saying to this conservative base, we are being culturally victimized by the very people who have lived in an atmosphere of victimization. Unreal. Took some nerve. I mean, this is somebody, again, like I said, I want to give him the middle finger, but there's another part of me that's just a little intrigued. Like, okay, you are an interesting opponent. Let me study you before I decide how to handle you. All right. So anyway, to tie in tarot in my deck that a lot of you like, this political deck, he reminds me a little bit of Musk, right? On the one hand, seems like absolutely out of his mind, absolutely so far out there, like I'm not even giving you the time of day. But then you look around and they don't go away, and you keep hearing about them, and you keep hearing about things that they've done, and how, whether or not they actually are, whether this guy can actually be the nominee, which nobody believes. I certainly don't believe that. But the fact that, one of those energies that just plays a role and doesn't go away, because when we think about guys like this, so these are the people who are victimizing Americans. I don't want to laugh at it, but I'm also like, these are the people who are the woke folk who are going to hurt you, those who pick the cotton, those who immigrants who come and work the farms, those who built the railroads. These are the people that are really damaging the country. I had to share that with you all this morning. I this is, oh, and then he says, his first action would be to repeal Executive Order 11246, which banned discrimination and required affirmative action for federal contractors, right? One of the major ways that people, minority and women-owned businesses are able to get funding for projects and to be players in infrastructure projects and things like that around the country is because of those kinds of laws. And this guy's like, we're doing away with it because we have been culturally victimized. Keep your eye on Mr. Ramaswamy. Let me know what you think. Have a good one. Bye.